Hello, everyone. So today, I thought it would be fun. So first of all, thank you to the Creative Assembly very much for providing me with a game code for Total War Warhammer 2. Um, so big thanks to them. I just wanted to do a quick video because I don't know anything about Warhammer. I've never played any Warhammer game. I've never read any Warhammer book. I've never been particularly interested in Warhammer. I do like fantasy. It's not like I don't like fantasy or anything, but just not so much for Total War, right? I do that for history. But in any case, I thought it would be fun to take a look at Warhammer 2 and see what it's all about. Take a look at some of the elements in the campaign and the UI, things that, maybe could be useful in the historical games in the future, things like that. So yeah, let's get into it. So okay, so it seems like there's two campaigns here: Eye of the Vortex and Mortal Empires. It seems like Mortal Empires is bigger, and there's more playable races in Mortal Empires. So let's go with Mortal Empires. Okay, so 47 factions and downloadable content. That's a lot, and people said Rome 2 had a lot of DLC. That's a lot. So this is what, High Elves, okay. Couple of leaders for High Elves. Okay, interesting. Lord Mazdamundi. He looks like a combination of one of the prophets from Halo and Boss Nass of the Gungans. Interesting. Krokgar. Okay. Interesting. Okay. That's very protective. Queek Head Taker. I almost read that first name as something else. Yeah. Oh, this guy's nasty. Oh, why? Why? Oh, this is the meme guy, isn't he? Okay, he's okay. A couple of Gimlis. Oh, I just ate. Oh my goodness. Okay, you know what? Who's that? Who's this guy? Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? I think I'll just go with the meme guy. Okay, so those loading times were pretty intense. I fit in a whole game of Tetris 99 in between. But in any case, yeah. So I'm the Empire, the meme guys. Who's my leader? Karl Franz. Hammer Infantry, so he's a hero. So they've already introduced hero mechanics into Three Kingdoms and Troy, and what do I think of them? It works for Troy because it makes total sense. Troy is, I mean, at least partially, supposed to be at least partially mythological, right? With demigod heroes. So it makes sense to have hero mechanics in Troy. For Three Kingdoms, I don't like it. It's immersion breaking. It doesn't make sense. I understand they're kind of referencing the romance of the Three Kingdoms and all that, but it doesn't work. It's a historical game. It should have historical mechanics. The hero mechanics don't make sense in Three Kingdoms. It doesn't mean I dislike Three Kingdoms. There is records mode after all, but it would have been nice if they didn't have the hero mechanics. Now the graphics here in Warhammer 2. The map looks nice. Of course, I'm running this in medium. I'm running this at medium settings. So, oh, there's some spiders in there. Yeah, that's nasty. But anyway, Yeah, cities, they look nice. I have to say, they definitely look nicer than like Rome 2 or Attila cities on the map, because they're not so comically oversized. I mean, they still are. No, they're not comically oversized, so that's good. I like how everything is stylized. It makes a lot of sense. So, what was our mission? Attack this guy, helmet. So let's do it. Let's check out our units. So we've got some cataphract-looking cavalry, crossbowmen, handgunners, halberdiers, a couple of melee troops. Let's fight this. So I do like how it's sort of similar to Shogun 2 in this regard, that there's like a tutorial army, like a tutorial sort of battle. I actually like those because it makes it feel more like the game was designed for to kind of ease the player into the campaign. And you know, even for experienced players, I think these are good kinds of things. Like for me, I've never played Warhammer. I don't know anything about it, so it's actually good for me that there is such a battle in here. So, yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at our units here. So I have to say, the units in Warhammer 2 look pretty nice. Like seeing these cataphracts here, they make me want a Medieval 3. And they also make me want to upgrade my system. But they do look nice, I have to say. And the animations are definitely pretty detailed here. I'm liking the animations. Yeah, it definitely looks next gen. It looks like a newer game than Rome 2 or Attila. Very nice looking cataphracts there, sort of knight style cataphracts. And these guys, they make me want to have a Renaissance Total War or something of that nature. They look good. And how about these halberdiers? Yeah, that's good. I have to say, Three Kingdoms definitely runs better for me than this game. And handgunners. Looks like that guy on the box of Fall of the Samurai. Right there. And then crossbowmen. Okie dokie. So, oh, and here's my hero. Emperor Karl Franz. I like his cape, I suppose. I don't know how I feel about his diadem here. He has a Thor hammer, that's cool. And he even kept the lever at the back of the hammer so that he can remove nails. So that's nice. Okay, so let's have our... Yeah, cataphracts at the right. Let's do this thing. Your troops will fire at will without orders. So who's our enemy? Helmet. And some similar troops. Well, I guess I'm fighting rebels. I'd like to see how the missile units look here, so let's take a look. I think our troops are going to fire in just a moment. Yeah, fire at will is on. Let's see these effects. I'm ready. Of course, I am on medium, so... I have to say, it does feel like the missile trails are a bit too invasive already. But, okay, can you guys fire? Okay. Huh. A little underwhelming. Like, I've seen mods for Napoleon with effects that look, I would say, better than that. At least for, like, gun weapons. Things like that. But, I mean, there's definitely mods for this that'll improve that, I think. And perhaps, oh, I forgot about my cataphract. Sorry. Okay, cataphracts. Go get those missiles. Go get those missile troops. And then we'll wheel back around and help our swordsman. Is there a cinematic camera for this? Come on, cataphracts. Let's charge. Yeah, that charge was actually pretty nice. I like the... Oh, why... No. What's wrong with the camera? Why is it like this? I don't understand. Someone help me. Okay, so the cataphracts have taken down their missile troops there. They're broken. I cannot fix this camera. Why? Why is it like this? This is so strange. I've never seen anything like this. Cataphracts, go get helmet. Karl Franz. Oh, the halberdiers defeated the swordsman, which is good. So Karl Franz will go get these swordsmen. And my spearmen will flank their spearmen. And our crossbowmen are firing. I'm so sorry about this camera issue. I'll just take a look at the battle like this. Yeah, so strange. My lord is under attack, I know. Let's go take a look at him. Yeah, he's taking him down, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. This whole Lord's mechanic. It works for Troy, and I guess it works for this, like, especially if you know who these people are. But because I don't, and I also have ended up not liking this camera thing. The Reichland Runefang. It increases melee attack of my friends. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I guess I like the spells and things. It makes sense for a game like Warhammer, a fantasy game. But in any case... Yeah, and our handgunners are still firing at them. Okay, so let's exit. So that was a nice victory. Yeah, I guess, you know, for something like Warhammer, like I'm a historical Total War guy. And what does that mean? It doesn't mean, like, I'll say this is a bad game or anything, but it's hard to feel an attachment to the characters. Like this game, you can definitely tell, is a more character-focused game, right? So like, but if you don't know who any of the characters are, it's difficult. Like for Shogun 2, which is semi-sandboxy, but it's also character-driven because the daimyo are so famous. Or a game like Medieval 2 where there are famous characters. Or Three Kingdoms, of course, which takes a lot of inspiration from Warhammer and its character mechanics. But there is also historical characters. And for Troy as well, the mythological characters. Or at the very most, semi-historical. I definitely feel more attached. Like if you like I played Troy and I enjoyed it. I do think Troy and especially Three Kingdoms, they maybe borrow a bit too much from Warhammer 2, especially Three Kingdoms and the hero mechanic, but there are some things like I believe looting like looting an enemy army camp after defeating that army in battle, which is going to happen here right now. That came from Warhammer, I know that, about the Warhammer games, and they added that to Rome 2 as well, eventually in one of the subsequent patches. So that's, I think, a positive development, because that makes a lot of sense. Pillaging an enemy camp after defeating an enemy army. There are certain aspects of the game here, like the graphics as well. I think the graphics look very nice. They are definitely tougher on my system. You can definitely see that in the bit of the choppy animations there. But they're not so bad in terms of the performance, and it does look very nice. So having a medieval 3 with cataphract knights that look like that for maybe the Byzantines or something, that's going to be nice. I'm just imagining how good Parthian or Sassanid cataphracts can look, because in Rome 2 they look good, right? Like Sassanid cataphracts in Empire Divided, cataphracts in general in Rome 2, they look good. They look good, but definitely the units in Warhammer 2 are a step above there. Okay, so again, loading times in this game are quite long, longer than Rome 2 definitely, and Attila, and Three Kingdoms. But there you saw, I got the loot. I can pardon the captives, execute. These guys are rebels, so I'm going to execute the captives. I got helmet, so that's good. I got that mission done. I do definitely like it when factions have good missions, because even though it does feel kind of railroady, it's not. It's a choice, right? I could do something totally different. So I like having the missions. So I think that's pretty much... Actually, let's take a look at the cities here. At our city. So I like that how when you mouse over the building, it gives you that building tree and the upgrade path, so it actually shows you what you're going to get. And especially with the barracks here, if you take a look here, it actually shows you the units you can recruit if you upgrade the barracks. So I really like that. I think that would be really helpful in something like Rome 2 or any of the historical Total Wars, really. Showing very clearly what buildings you can recruit when you upgrade your barracks. I know Three Kingdoms has a totally different recruitment system, which I am mixed on. Actually, I'll go out and say it. I don't like the recruitment system in Three Kingdoms. And I hope they don't bring it back. I don't like the Three Kingdoms recruitment. I don't like how it's tied to like the general and the color of the general's card affects like what kind of units you can recruit. It's a little too gamey for me. But I like this. I like just mousing over it, and you can automatically get all the information you need without right-clicking or going into the menu system or encyclopedia. So I like that a lot. Additionally, I also noticed in a loading screen somewhere that it talks about the types of settlements there are, and it said that there was a port kind of settlement. So in Rome 2, you had the minor settlement mechanic, where it was a settlement that was always unwalled, and it was not as important as the province capital. Now, I'm mixed on that, because I understand why they did it, to reduce the instances of walled settlement battles. But I also, it's very gamey. It's too heavy-handed of a solution to that problem. So let's just auto-resolve this here. Okay, we got the loot, whatever. Let's just occupy. Or let's loot and occupy. Okay. But in Warhammer 2, it seems like there's also a port kind of settlement, right? So what I didn't like was that the minor settlements were all very similar. They all didn't have the ability to get fortifications, which I think was silly. There should have been maybe a tech upgrade or something that allowed you to fortify minor settlements. I do like the unwalled settlement battles. They're very cool. They're very different. But, and they change it up so it doesn't feel like a siege fest. However, there should have been more types of settlements, right? So you had settlements that produced iron, settlements that produced... Is that a ghost or something? I don't know. Winds of Magic. Okay. But then there's a lot of stuff that can distract you in Warhammer, it seems like. But yeah, so I think having a port kind of settlement, minor settlement, for example, you could have Rome, but then you have maybe like in the Rise of the Republic of campaign, you have Ostia, which was the main port of Rome, right? So if Ostia could be like a port type settlement, and then you have minor port type settlements scattered across the map, and they have their own fortifications, their own kind of special maps. That would have been cool. That would have changed it up a bit. Yeah, but other than that, I think that's pretty much all I have to say about Warhammer 2, really. I mean, I don't think... It's not really a game for me, like I can already tell. But I definitely like that the graphics. The graphics are nice. The map feels very alive, more alive than the Rome 2 one, definitely, and Attila. The Three Kingdoms map, the Troy map is beautiful. I really like the Troy map. I should really talk about Three Kingdoms in Troy, actually. And I'm going to be talking about the so-called Total War Revolution, because I would like to see Medieval 2 and the original Rome remastered. Not necessarily like with graphics up to this level, but at least making it so that they are more playable on modern systems, at high frame rates, and optimizing the games a bit more, perhaps increasing the faction limit for some of them. That would be cool. But I definitely think there's a market for that, absolutely. But yeah, no, starting up Warhammer just makes me want to do some more discussion videos about historical Total War, and especially about Three Kingdoms, because I have not yet talked about it on the channel, and I really should, and Troy as well. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about Warhammer 2. I don't know if I'll come back to it. Maybe if some people want to see me fumble around as the Empire, because, I don't know, those other factions, they kind of made me nauseous. But, yeah. In any case. Oh, the animations, too. I think the animations in Warhammer look very nice. So it makes me excited for a Medieval 3 with upgraded animations, because Medieval 2's animations are not my favorite. Indeed. In any case, I said it again. I said indeed. I had to. Well, that's a good place to leave this video. I hope you enjoyed that short little discussion video. Yeah, thank you, the Creative Assembly, for giving me a code for Warhammer 2. No, maybe once I read a book about Warhammer, I can get more into a game like this. So I'll see you guys in the next video.